Hello, my name is Bryson Grinnins, and today I'm going to be going over a presentation for Life and Teachings of Jesus, specifically who is Jesus and why we should follow him. And today I'm going to be going over the passage of the Good Samaritan, which is Luke 10:25 through 37. So basically, the passage starts out with a lawyer saying to Jesus, "How do I inherit the kingdom of God?" And then Jesus goes, "What does the law say?" And he said, "Love thy God with all your soul, heart, might, strength, and love your neighbor." Jesus goes, "Okay." And then the lawyer then says, "Who is my neighbor?" And Jesus then answers with the story of the Good Samaritan. The Good Samaritan parable starts off with the man going from Jerusalem to Jericho. Um, and then on the way from there, he gets mugged and basically left for dead on the side of the road. While on the side of the road, practically dying, three people walk by: a priest, a Levite, and a Samaritan. The priest and the Levite have the same reaction. They see the man, they pretend that they don't see him, and continue walking. The Samaritan walks by, sees the man, picks him up, puts him on his donkey or horse or whatever he had that he was walking with, and put him on top of it, and then walked to the nearest inn, and then paid money so that he could be taken care of after he had left. Um, so that's how the story ends, and then after the parable ends, um, Jesus asks, "Okay, which one of the people showed neighborly love?" And the guy goes, "Oh, well, obviously the Samaritan." And then Jesus goes, "Okay, do likewise, do also." So that's how the parable and the story goes. Context on it. Some of the context that I feel like is really important is that who Samaritans are. Samaritans were basically half Jew and half something else. And because of that, it would have a lot of backlash from the Jewish community. Jews would see the Samaritans as half-breeds and basically treat them that way, and treat them very negatively, and like they don't belong, that they're not real people. So that's kind of context there. Some other context is Samaritans as some of the reason, like the priest and the Levite didn't touch the guy that was dying, is because if they touched someone like that, they would become unclean and wouldn't be allowed into the temple, and they wouldn't be able to be seen as clean. So when the Samaritan did that, it showed that he wasn't caring about his own self or his own interest in doing that. So that's very important. It's also important that the road from Jerusalem to Jericho was known for being very treacherous and very mountainous, and so there was a lot of known thieves and muggers basically on that road. So that's important to note as well. Part of this story that I feel like shows kind of the importance on why Jesus told the story, and kind of the importance on why we should follow Jesus, is that it showed that Jesus was very inclusive. He didn't really care about what background people had, or what kind of stigma went around these people. He just cared that they were human beings. So whether they be Jew, Gentile, or Samaritan, or any of the in between, which there's not really any of the in between, but he didn't care about that. He just cares that they're human beings. The other thing was that Jesus was really wise in the way that he responded to him, because he brought up the law that the lawyer probably studied a lot and stuff like that. He responded in such a way that was relatable and knowledgeable to the lawyer. So I feel like that's really important, that Jesus meets us where we are and knows where we're coming from. And that is the reason why we should follow him, is because he knows everything. Yeah, that's my presentation, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.